Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hello, hello. Ooh.
So when you're listening to this, I hope you aren't like frosted over and frozen somewhere in your town.
Well, you're probably going to be. Although, yeah, no, I think you're going to be.
We're on a real cold stretch here in Northeast Ohio. And a lot of the country, actually. We've had, I saw there were car pileups, unfortunately, in Michigan and Ohio.
I just saw they said that 90 east, like, so that would be like how we go to New York, that there are like, they're getting feet of snow.
Yeah, this is
like
wild.
East of here, like feet of snow, not inches, feet.
A little crazy. I think we're just having lots of wind and cold temperatures. So tomorrow it's supposed to be, which people in North Dakota, they're probably like, oh, you guys are babies. It's like negative 15 normal temperature every day.
We had the craziest thing the other day, and it kind of happened again today. But
we thought you closed the market.
So Bill,
we were laughing.
Bill texted me and said, did you close the market between 12 and 1 o'clock? And because there was not one customer. And I said, well, no, the reason was at 11:30, like it sounded like an Amber Alert. Everybody's phone went off.
Thunder, lightning.
And it said snow squalls, squall alert, which I've never seen that before. And it really did happen. Like, no joke. It went from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds flat. You could see out the door. And then 1 minute later, you could not see out.
That's like a blizzard.
It was genuinely a blizzard. It was so fast. And it was like a half hour, maybe not even, maybe like 20 minutes. At like 11:30, and I laughed because I said, oh, well, that's why nobody came out of their house after that for like a while. But today I was at...
you were shopping in all of this today.
Did. I shopped all day
today. That was terrible weather
It
to
was,
shop.
but I didn't even know that it was supposed to snow today. Thought it was just supposed to be cold. And Olivia and I, we had some returns to do, so we've been kind of putting it off. So we finally went out today. And we were at Pinecrest, which if you're not from the area, it's like an outdoor shopping area, kind of like Easton... much smaller, but kind of similar
Crocker
to Easton,
Park on
like
the
a
west
Crocker
side.
Park on the west side, yeah.
Only smaller.
Yeah, way smaller. So we went and we're like, we parked the car and we get out of the car, and that fast, all of a sudden, it was like this gust of wind. It nearly knocked us both over. We couldn't even like talk, like, you know, it's like blowing in your face. And it was a total blizzard. It was so crazy. So I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. I had no idea.
We were doing lots of things outside today, but we were cleaning out duck pens and chicken pens and rabbit pens. So Campbell and I are pushing the wheelbarrows across the yard, and it's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And she didn't have a hat on because her hood blew down and her hair was totally white. It was pretty funny. So we were outside most of the day doing things because we knew but we didn't want to be outside the next couple days.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
So we were intaking wood for our barn. All the hemlock arrived, which is going to be Channel Groove hemlock. And so it came today in like 3 loads. And so we were trying to get it in the barn and do all those things. And I'm glad we did it today and not tomorrow and the next day and the next day. It's going to be a real streak here.
So a friend of mine's mom passed away, and we had the wake today. So I just swung through the wake, and I'm not going to the funeral, but the funeral's tomorrow. And I am like, oh my goodness. And she kind of like made a joke at the wake. She's like, my mom really did a number on us this time. She's like, I don't even know what, like they're saying negative 20 wind chills. Like all the schools are already closed. Like everyone's, you know, there's just no reason.
It might be a really short visit for this time at the cemetery.
That's what she kind of made a joke and was like, listen, Mom, I'm not going to be there real long. Like,
yeah. That'd be hard. It's going to be rough.
Yeah. I mean, in and out.
No
at that
school.
Point.
Schools have been called off because
I love when they call them off the night before.
You know, I do think it's helpful for parents that have to make plans for their kids.
Well, if you work, I mean, obviously our kids are older, so it's not that big of a deal. But like, if you work, and when my kids were little, that was always so helpful anytime that came up.
Let me tell you, if it doesn't get cold tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of mad parents complaining. Like, why'd you call school off early?
Don't you feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like when they predict the weather, they do tend to get the temps correct.
Yeah, I feel like Betsy Kling called this last week before we left.
A week ago, her and Mark Johnson, they posted this like little TikTok or Instagram reel, whatever it was. And they were like, hey, kids.
These are local weather men and women.
On Channel 3, NBC. They said, hey,
we love
kids.
all the channels.
I do like them, though.
I might be, and I really like Matt Wentz in the morning.
I know. I like Channel 3 weather.
When I wake up and he's not on my TV, I feel like my day is not as happy.
Yes, I really, really, really like Matt Wentz.
I feel like he's a really good dad.
Yeah, well, he comes in the market every so often.
I know, he's a customer.
Yeah,
he's great.
So nice. So anyways, Betsy Kling and Mark Johnson said last week, hey, kids, guess what? This was when we had a snow day last Thursday. And they said, oh, guess what? You're going to have another snow day,
day.
we think, on Tuesday. And I think they were right.
They're right.
They got it right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So, yeah. So, that's interesting. Like, they knew that far out. So I feel like temps they're usually pretty on.
So it's time to fire up all the soup recipes and like warm, hearty casseroles.
Yep.
And I tried a new potato recipe today.
I liked it.
We had corned beef, which is delicious. Danna and Tom always make a really good corned beef. Do you put a Guinness beer in there?
No, but you know what? So it's funny. Everyone always says, "Oh, you should put a Guinness beer in it," but I feel like it's like good. Like I don't want to mess with it.
I thought you always did.
No, we don't do anything. I'm like I don't want to mess with it. It
is
tastes
good. And so then I made. Bill wanted.
Bill has an addiction
dish.
to sides.
So I do try to like plan things that he does like, but he wanted a potato that was like a shredded potato. So I made a new potato dish. It was good. It was fine.
Liked it.
It was good. I still like regular cheesy potatoes.
Yeah,
better.
but I really liked this. The kids did not like the green beans.
Well, I know where Sam gets his recipe, like, or his eating patterns from, his father. Sam does not eat. Sam, if you're listening, eat more food.
Your Sam.
Our Sam.
Yes.
He just basically wants to eat meat and french fries or chicken tenders and french fries.
But I also feel like your kids, Sam, I don't even know that Jack is like this.
Jack's an adventuresome eater.
Right. Sam specifically.
He just wants, like, he doesn't want to eat where we're eating. And so he wants to like go to a restaurant and get what he wants. So I said, Sam, I will make you anything. Cause he came home yesterday and then he went back. And I said, are you eating dinner here? And I just needed to know. Well, he says he's leaving at a certain time and he never leaves. So he kind of held up our whole night. It was very interesting. But I'm like, what time do you want dinner ready? He's like 6. I want to be out of here by 6:30. He did not leave our house till like 8:30.
And then he had to drive back.
But the whole point was, I will make you anything you want, whatever you want. And he's like, well, I just want meat. So
He didn't want any sides.
Well, he wanted French fries because he didn't say that, but I knew that's what he wanted. So I made him French fries. And then I said salmon, wings. Like I gave him all these options. He's like, I want salmon. So I made him salmon and French fries.
My kids love salmon. That's like,
salmon is so good.
We went out to dinner
but
last
salmon
night.
and French fries is pretty funny.
That's pretty random.
So he ate it all because if it would have been like, if it's not steak or salmon, he doesn't want to eat it. Like he won't eat it all. He'll pick and he has to be hungry. On the other hand, our other 3 kids, we cannot feed them enough.
Right.
Like they ate Sunday at church. They had like a missions breakfast after. Scrambled eggs, which were actually really good. 2 pieces of bacon and these really good potatoes.
They like served each kid that?
Served all of us. And
all of you.
Jack's like in the car and he's like, so what are we going to eat for lunch? We're like, you just ate lunch. He's like, no,
That's
no.
my boys. My boys
So we went to Farmer in the deli and then he's like, I want to get 2 pizza bagels. And Bill's like, no. 1 pizza bagel. 1. I mean, it's like they're a bottomless pit, these kids. They just eat and eat and eat.
I love it. Like, that makes my heart happy.
Listen,
none of these kids.
unless you make something they don't want.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to eat it.
That's so my Joey.
Because they're getting picky. So they might still be hungry.
Joey's like
I feel like we're in a picky phase in our teenager house.
Well, Joey likes to snack. He doesn't want to eat
they graze.
meals. He's a grazer.
Rotational grazing. They rotate from cupboard to cupboard until they find what they want.
It's quite frustrating.
So
Quite frustrating. I'm picking my nail
you
polish
are picking
off,
at your fingernails.
and I'm laughing because I'm
you need
thinking,
to go get your manicure that your mother-in-law gave
I know
you.
she did. That was so sweet of her. She got me for
Well,
my...
if everybody wants to know what we got Danna for her birthday, we didn't get her anything in.
Danna doesn't need a gift. It's totally
We
fine.
had the worst celebratory for Danna's birthday because we were in Columbus.
Well, I kind of laughed. Tom will agree with this. So when Tom's birthday was in October, we had world's worst birthday. We had a sewer backup in our...
Oh, that was a bad day.
Right, it was a bad day. So my birthday, I wake up and the kids got called off of school because we had a snowstorm. And this was a pretty legit snowstorm. This was a doozy one. It's been a minute since we've
but
had
I don't
like
feel
this.
like it's that much snow. I just feel like it blew.
It was pretty insane. Like,
But
when
I mean,
it
I
was
know, but there's
coming
no
down-
snow here.
When it was coming down,
Yeah, I get
it
that
was,
part.
Yeah, and the roads were like atrocious, and it had started Wednesday night and went all the way through, and it went for a solid 24 hours. Like it was an aggressive snowstorm, and so we wake up, and I think the kids call off school, and every so often when it's really that bad, we'll decide to close the market because obviously customers are not going to come out in that. Like it's not a good situation for employees or customers. So I think. This is so awesome. Bill's going to close the market on my birthday. This is great. This is like, now to be clear, there have been times where he closed that he probably shouldn't have. This one was legit. I was like, yes, this is so awesome. And I'm laying in bed and I'm waiting for him to text me.
There was no text.
There was no text. So I was like, okay, no problem. I was already planning on working, so it wasn't like a big deal at all. So he texts me like 7:30. He's like, don't come in, come a little later. Like, there's obviously nobody here. Take your time. He's like, I'm here. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, okay, great. Check in with me at 10. So check in at 10. He's like, no, let's go to 11 now. So, okay. So I did get some stuff done around here. So that was nice. But while I was waiting to go in, we had 3 customers in case anyone's counting. While I was waiting to go in, my husband is in his office sitting at his desk. And he's like, what are you shopping for? What is this? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So he gets alerts when I use the credit card. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, stop. Like, it's alert. How are you even doing it this fast? Like, alert after alert after alert. Well, guys, our credit card got hacked on my birthday. So, and this is the credit card that I use for absolutely every single purchase that I make is on this credit card. Every bill I pay, every automatic, whatever, Spotify, every single thing is on this credit card. And it got hacked. So I have to call the credit card company, sat on the phone with them forever while we went through each purchase. And then they had to send me a new card. It's been a whole thing. And so that's how my day started. Then, for those of you that don't know, I had a car accident a couple weeks ago. I've been driving a rental car. Then my car was done. So then I got to spend the evening going to turn in the rental car. Like, it was just a whole, I was like, this is the suckiest
It was an
birthday.
adulting birthday.
It was an adulting birthday. It was not a fun birthday. But I had a nice weekend. We went out to dinner a couple times.
Yeah, it seems like you had a nice time.
Yeah, we went out to dinner Friday night with my brother. We had some friends over on Saturday, and then we went out to dinner last night with my mom. So it was overall, it was a nice birthday. But I was laughing. I was like, well, this is like a grown-up birthday, and I don't really want that. So kind of stunk, but
I'm
that's
sorry,
okay.
Dana.
But we didn't. So my point
Last birthday, I feel like I actually did a really nice birthday gift for you.
You did. It came up in my Facebook feed, like my memories.
We haven't done anything yet,
but we don't need to.
Crazy.
No.
Well, we will.
No, it's not necessary.
We'll figure it out. Tonight was happy birthday, Dana.
Yeah.
I brought you 3 side dishes.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank you.
3 side dishes.
Thank you. That's fine.
So we were in Columbus for the Ohio Fair Managers Conference, which was great, which Campbell was representing the Geauga County Fair. And I just have to say, like, we're coming off of like conventions. Last time we talked about, we just like conventions. But, I have to say that I want to really give a shout out, which obviously the Great Geauga County Fair is amazing and wonderful. But our fair board just supported Campbell and like more than any of the other candidates. I was laughing with Campbell. So Campbell made top 5 at the Ohio Ferris Queen competition,
So
which is amazing. And there are 77 contestants. And I said, Campbell, basically, like, you were in a pageant that was bigger than Miss America.
Yeah.
This is what I was telling her.
Yeah,
we were
because there's
laughing.
50 states. So
we were laughing. This is one of the most intense, crazy, like 36 hours that I think girls would go through. I have no idea what other things are like, but
that was the other thing we did on my birthday. We watched Campbell.
You watched Campbell make the top 15.
Yeah, we streamed it onto our TV. So
you guys are really boring.
We have no life, you guys.
It was so fun. I mean,
and then
it
we
really
all started
was.
clapping, like all 5 of us. It was so lame.
It was a very exciting moment. And so after that, then they had to go into like more interviews till like 10:30 at night. It was just this very intense, and it was so
makes
fun.
The schedule for this event, because this is dumb. I'm sorry, Ohio Fair Managers. I'm going to just put this out here. This is a dumb way to do it, and I'm going to tell you why. So you have these girls go through heck and high water. I'm not saying what I want to say. To get all primmed and prepped, and they look so beautiful, and they have this event, and then they have to go for more. But ask me what they did the next day.
Nothing.
Well, the next day, they have to wait till the day after.
The next day, they go around and they see all the things. And they
have
a
but I think that they could
30-hour period of waiting.
Correct. 30 hours of waiting until then the next day when they find out.
When they sit there and they listen to a speaker talk for 40, it was supposed to be 45 minutes. It was like 50 minutes.
This could be better organized. Listen.
Maybe it could, but I want to say it's a bunch of gentlemen doing it, and they are so cute, and their average age is over 60, and they volunteer, and they love it, and they're so good to the girls.
Do not hold this against anyone, because I'm not an agriculture person at all, but I would say anyone that's planning a pageant, this doesn't work for me. Okay? I'm just putting it out there.
It was a good experience.
Use the time more
But
wisely.
I have to tell you something that was funny. We had a speaker. Oh my goodness. Dan Clark was his name, and he's from Utah, and he's done like a million amazing things. He's a nationally renowned public speaker, and he actually spoke to the kids at National 4-H Congress in Atlanta when Campbell and Jack were there. And Jack was really excited because he's like, we've already heard him talk. Like, I'm going to get to hear him again. So this is kind of a funny thing. So Jack went up to him and talked to him before and said, hey, you know, and Jack said he was not like overly excited or like, you know, like he wasn't like trying to draw a lot of attention. But he's like, hey, I was in Atlanta, Georgia when you spoke at National 4-H Congress. And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, well, my sister is in the queen competition. Her name's Campbell, and her friend Edie, who was also at National 4-H Congress, is in it too. Very brief conversation. This gentleman is so good with name recognition that in the middle of his speech, he like weaves it in and talked about moments like when people are so excited. And he's like, and Jack, you know, I met Jack before, and he said his sister Campbell is in this pageant, and that
cool.
He and Campbell were at National 4-H Congress. And then he mentioned Jack again later on. We're like, wow, that's pretty cool. So we're like, Jack, you're famous. He remembered your name twice.
But like that goes to, like, someone like that, like that's why they're successful.
He
right?
was really
that's
good.
Like why you are good at what you do is like you pick up things like that. Like, I don't know. I used to do like a lot of these like leadership programs and stuff.
He wrote the Chicken Soup for the Souls.
Oh,
like he's done.
He
yeah.
did?
Like he's, yeah. It's
Really?
very impressive.
I
He's
used to
done
be
a lot
really-
of different
I used to be
things.
really into those Chicken
Yeah,
Soup
I think
books years
everyone
ago.
was. So he has done just so many impressive things. So he was a really fun to listen to. But there were just some really fun moments. We are certainly glad that is over, and now she can move on to scholarship application.
It never ends in
You
your
just
house.
wait, guys. This senior year is crazy. But so in all of my travels in the last 2 weeks, on multiple occasions, Danna, I feel like you're going to be really proud of this, and Tom is going to roll his eyes. But this makes Tom look really good. So multiple people asked me, they're like, so what does Danna's husband do? They want to know what Tom does. Because they're like,
not enough.
Does she have like a lot of money?
Did you tell them they're broke?
So Bill was laughing because he's like, I feel like, you know, Danna like covers up, and she's like, oh, we don't have any money.
We're broke.
I was like,
Listen.
so you are perceived as being an upper echelon.
Listen, we're broke.
Old money woman.
Don't let them fool you. We are broke. We are broke. Do you know that we told my kids the other day?
You know that song for broke?
Yes, that's us.
That should be our theme song.
That is us. We told our kids the other day. That's hilarious to me, by the way.
Multiple. Like I want to say it was like 4 separate
So I'm going to
people.
tell you guys a story. Well, first of all, I will tell you this, that we did just tell our kids the other day that if we would have known them, like a kid like them when we were kids, we would have thought they were rich, right? Because like my kids do not go without. They are very, very spoiled kids. And I think for the most part, they're grateful and they realize what they have. But like, so I'm just going to put this out there. My husband, I like to think I work hard, but
Your
my
husband
husband
works
works hard. Like my husband started a business. My husband...
We're going to have to make sure Tom listens to this
Yes,
episode.
no, I will say he, like when we got married, just to be clear, neither of us came from very much. And when we got married, like he had 2 jobs. He did a paper route for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Like he has done what he
Tom
has had
works
to do.
hard to support Danna's habits.
So he always tells me that I wouldn't have to work
If you budgeted.
I budgeted, but I think budgeting is dumb. I don't want to. But like there have been years upon years, like we couponed, we did all of the things, and
Do you remember when couponing was cool?
Yeah,
They had like all those
one of the
bloggers
girls-
that were coupon people
I
that told you
was-
when to shop, what to shop, and
I
where
was
to
a
get the
banker
coupons.
I was a private banker for Chase Bank, and one of the girls that was a teller, she and I became good friends, and she was one of those. She was a couponer, and this is when like you would still get like, the Plain Dealer would have Sunday ads, right? Like.
I used to love looking through
Right,
those.
same. And we would get the coupons, and because Tom had a paper route for the Plain Dealer, he would be able to bring us extras, and we would be like, we were psycho couponers. Like, part of it was because I had to be, and then part of it was because
It's
like
fun.
it's an addiction. Then, like
She
you're
didn't
like,
have any shows to watch on all of her Hulus.
yeah. Now I think I
Paramounts.
spend more money on that now than I do on anything. Jeez Louise. But no, my husband works very hard, but I feel that we still are broke. I don't know. Like
broke.
Yeah,
I got to play
we're
that
broke.
song now. I want to hear it. So I have to discuss something that happened a couple weeks ago that we've forgotten to talk about. So being on social media, like you really do open yourself up, right? Like for comments and things.
People can be unkind.
So
at
people can be
times.
unkind. And listen, if you know me, you know I'm nice. Like you get what I am, right? Like I'm not a mean person. I'm
I
also
would
not
say-
a beauty queen.
So I would say you are very much, you get what you get. Like you are
Yeah,
very,
I am
you
what
are,
I am.
you are an open book.
So let me tell you what I am not. I am not a model. And I'm certainly not a hand model.
This is the dumbest thing
This
I've
is
ever
so
heard.
funny though. Like I'm laughing. So on our farm page actually, so we have like lots of different pictures. And so I did this piece that'll come out later for this like ag publication. And they took so many pictures and they sent us the pictures to use. And they did this for the families that participated. So anyways, I took a picture of my hand with an apple. This is just to make everyone. So anyone on social media, whoever someone says something to you, this is the worst one yet. Do you have the screenshot that I sent you? Basically, I mean, my hands have been a lot of places.
I just would never.
Someone commented on my hand and they said, no offense or something, but that hand with
But
the
I
gray
think-
nail polish is ugly
I think
or
they're-
not attractive. We were laughing. So you'll have to go back to Patterson Fruit Farm on our Instagram page and search for it. Click like so that we get more traffic.
Goodness, it's not.
It was
coming
so
up for
funny,
some
but I'm like,
reason.
man, I would never think to
It
comment
says,
on someone's
sorry,
hand.
the hand with she had like gray nail polish on it, on her hand. Sorry, the hand with the gray nails is not attractive.
So whenever
Her
you're
name is
having a
Charlotte.
bad day, like just laugh. Hand modeling apparently is not in my future. I
And,
really
like,
thought that I was.
I'm gonna, it's not working. I was gonna try and like, I don't know if you can like see.
Well, we're laughing because when we zoomed in to really give
it.
my hand a good look, we're like, why didn't they comment on the apple? The apple has a blemish, and we're always like super particular about
Like
what our apples.
pictures?
Like look between my fingers, and the apple has a little spot. It is definitely a second
So
or a
we
deer.
would've-
Actually,
we
a deer
would've
apple
moved
probably.
that. Yeah, we would have
a
not
deer
put that
apple.
in. But that was when you probably took that picture while we were grading.
That was like a
so-
real life moment. So just kind
those
of a
are-
funny thing.
that's what they're
So you can check
referring
out next
to.
time you see me, look at my hands, and my hands are not hand models.
Olivia told me that I have old hands.
Oh yeah. Well, my
Yesterday.
hands are old. I've got these big veins. Like
I do too.
the Red Cross. That's why they love me. That's why they call me so much, is to get my blood. Until next time, friends. We're mismatched.